Hello, Facebook world. Thank you for joining us today for episode 4 of Hugh and Salmon's Secret Pantry Business. Today we have Ben back. Ben, thank you for having us in your kitchen again.
No worries. I told my wife and my kids that we were doing this again and they left.
They were a little bit camera shy last time, weren't they? So camera shy to the next level. What are we cooking today?
We're doing a rillette. So even though it's spelt, and my best mate called it rillette for ages, it's spelt rillette, but the L's are silent, so it's rillette, which is basically like potted meat or a kind of chunky pate. And I figured at the moment I'm eating a lot of platters. It seems to be a nice way to graze in the afternoon during this isolation period. So I want to show people how they can make their own pate at home, and then if they have a glass of wine later in the afternoon or the evening, this is a really good one to have up your sleeve.
Yeah, beautiful. I think there's been some research showing that we're snacking a whole lot more now that we're in isolation. So let's enjoy some nutritious salmon if we can, but also a little bit gourmet. All right, so we've got some fresh salmon there. Where did you buy today's fresh salmon?
No, I got mine from Hill Street again. It's our best grocer here on the northwest coast of Tasmania. They're fantastic. I got all my produce today there. So I've got my salmon. It's what you would consider to be, I guess, a normal single portion of salmon, about 180 grams, 100 grams. And I've got some that we just poached in, ready to go there, because if we want to speed the process up, we can. But it takes about the normal cooking time you would take to cook on the pan. This takes about the same amount of time. So about 6 to 8 minutes it will take to poach. And I'm not even going to go near my hob. So I don't need to turn any gas on, don't need to do anything. I do have to, there's my cat.
Hi, kitty cat.
Yeah, knows we're having salmon, so it's come round for a feed. It's actually got, just there was a tiny little fit in one hand stray that turned up on our doorstep at Christmas.
Now part of the family. I'm sure eats very well in this household for a kitten.
Does.
So
that's going to take probably a minute to boil, and that's all I need as far as heat goes. And you put your fish into a big bowl, cover it with boiling water, and then seal it. And the residual heat in that water, as it sort of comes down to the perfect temperature, which is around 60 degrees, 60 degrees, will poach the fish through perfectly. If you've got that normal sort of one portion piece of salmon. And you can see this is the piece I did earlier. It's cooked perfectly, so it's still nice and moist in the middle.
That's incredible.
So a really simple way of poaching if all you've got is a kettle. And we're going to break that up and fold it through our little pate that we make for that sort of rough, chunky texture that we're looking for.
That's wonderful. So just literally the kettle, no hot plate, nothing.
No, it's really, really simple. So it doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing. If you're travelling, when we get back to travelling, you can be in a hotel. As long as you've got a kettle, you can have a nice piece of poached fish.
Exactly.
It's great. The thing I like about it most is if you wanted to poach that and have a piece of fish with anything that you wanted, it's really quick. You can't overcook it. You can't undercook it. If you've got that one portion piece of salmon, and if you've got two portions, they're fine, they'll fit in there. Cut to that side, the heat can penetrate inside. So you can do 3 or 4 pieces in there, as long as they're all separate, so that the heat from the boiling water can do what it needs to do. Just pour it over and leave it, and that's as much as you have to do with really no skill involved.
Easy. Anyone could do that.
Exactly. So to go with it, I've got some herbs. I've got dill, which goes really well with salmon, chives. I've got some baby capers in there, and then some cornichons that I've just roughly chopped. Lemon juice, I'm going to use some lemon zest and some creme fraiche, and that all comes together in the bowl. If you wanted to, if you're someone who likes smoked salmon, you can get some smoked salmon and mix that in there with it as well if you want that smoky flavour. But if you're just after the simple salmon flavour, this is the best way to go.
Yeah, great.
Because it's a rillette, you don't have to worry about being too fine with your herbs. It's meant to be a rough pate.
Nice and chunky.
How much you like dill, and you either go for a bunch, half a bunch, a quarter of a bunch, completely up to your own preference. Same with chives. Dill is one of those things that does tend to divide people. Some people love it, some people not so much.
A bit of like a coriander.
Yeah. Well, coriander we discovered when we started doing Food Lab, but that's actually a genetic trait.
Right.
Liking or disliking coriander is a genetic trait. And people who don't like coriander have a certain genetic marker, which means that they actually don't taste coriander the same way people who like coriander taste. It tastes like soapy dishwater to them, and it's actually a genetic marker.
That's incredible. Well, let us know in the comments, people watching, if you like coriander or not. Let's do a little quick poll and see who has the genetics and who doesn't. That's very interesting.
Yeah, you go very well if you grew up in Asia and didn't like coriander.
It would be a very hard. So put the water in. Do you put the water in first?
Yeah, because you don't want the salmon to sit on the bottom of the bowl and not let the water get underneath it. So once you've got that, pop your piece of salmon in, move it around so the water moves all around it so you get nice even cooking. And then you just need to wrap it up. Now you can do this in a saucepan if you wanted to and just put a lid on it. Just needs to be any heat-proof bowl really, or heat-proof container of some kind that you can put a lid on. Don't have a lid, cling wrap over the top.
Now, we've just had a comment, Ben, from Belinda. She's asked, could you add fresh or dried chili to make it a little bit spicy? What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Fresh chili or dried chili, either or. And I'm someone who does like hot food. So, yeah, dried chili flakes would be great. Fresh chili would be great. And then things even like cayenne pepper or smoked paprika, if you wanted to, you could add those as well. And the great thing about this is I'm giving you the base. You can go whatever sort of direction you want to go with flavour, you can do that. So you can add some Mexican flavours if you wanted to, add Italian flavours with some oregano.
Add some coriander if you like it.
If you want to go Asian, yeah. Creme fraiche, if you don't like creme fraiche, you can't get creme fraiche. Sour cream's fine. Exactly the same thing, really. We just do really good creme fraiche here in Tassie. So I've got about 200 grams of meat and then about 200 mils or 200 grams of creme fraiche, so 1 to 1. So I'll add those into a bowl.
So that makes it quite easy. You could double if you're serving a large amount, or if you just want some extra snacks to last a little bit longer, depending on how hungry you are. So just a 1-to-1 ratio. That's pretty simple.
Easy to remember. So break your salmon up. Again, you can poach this and put it through a pasta or a salad. And you can see how moist that is.
Yeah.
Hopefully how moist that is for that camera. Now, you want to let it cool a little bit. You don't want to melt all your creme fraiche. That's been out for a little while and cooled. So pop that in. Get that all mixed together. And that's kind of the base of your pate there. And then you're going to add your herbs and your cornichons and everything to that. So good amount of chives and dill, good amount of capers.
And whole capers?
I've chopped some and kept some whole.
Okay.
And then with my cornichons, I've chopped some quite big and then chopped some finely because I want different textures for the pate. Be nice and crunchy. Those cornichons are going to give it that crunch. Mix all that in.
Now, we can't not talk about MasterChef. Launched last week, of course. Have you been watching it with the family? Has it been like a family sit down every night, or is it more you don't want to watch it?
I don't want to watch it just because I don't like stuff on television. But my kids are loving it. So every night they want to stay up. I don't know whether they're loving it because they like the show or they get to stay up a little bit later than normal. But they always want to stay up and watch MasterChef every night. And the Gordon Ramsay episode, I remember I put Charlie to bed that night and said, Dad, that man was really mean to you. And I said, no, where are you going? He said, yeah, I think his name was Gordon. He wasn't very nice.
At least he has your back.
Gordon was really nice. He's actually a really good guy. And he was trying to help at the time.
Yes. He had great intentions.
He was trying. So a little bit of salt. I'm going to put some zest off our lemon. The juice and the zest are two completely different flavours. We get our acidity from the juice. The zest is all oil, all the essential oils, so that's where we're going to get that real lemony flavour and none of that acidity.
Now, I see that you're grating on top rather than below as you traditionally would, say, with cheese. Why is that?
All right, so if I do that, I don't know how far I've gone. If I'm going into the pith, it's going to start getting bitter. But if I do it this way, I can see which parts of the lemon I've done and which parts I haven't. And I can see how deep I've gone on the lemon. So if I need to move on to a new area. And I can also get a bit of an idea of how much zest I've got and how much I want to put in.
Yeah, wonderful.
So it's a great way of doing it. That way you know exactly how much zest has gone in. You know that you haven't got any of the white pith juice in as well. And it's a great way to control, especially when you're zesting, control what's going into whatever it is that you're making.
Beautiful.
Get it all together. Now that is basically done at this point. Now if you pop that into the fridge, it will set a little bit firmer than that. There.
Would you recommend serving it fridge cold or a little bit more room temperature?
So all the flavour is going to be enhanced if it's a little bit warmer. Like with everything, as it gets warmer, the flavour is going to come out a little bit more. Things are going to relax and you're going to get a more intense flavour. But if you want it to be nice and stiff like a regular pate, then that's how it'll come out of the fridge. It's just like any normal dip. When it's in the fridge, it comes out really firm, and then as it loosens up, you get more flavour from it, I think. So it's completely up to what you want to do. You can pop it onto, you can do sourdough. You can have it with sourdough if you want to. It's really good on toast in the morning or just the crackers.
Great. And I see you've got some great Tasmanian sea salt lavash. We use that quite a bit in our hampers on our online store. Great Tasmanian product.
Yeah. I know the guys at Tasman Sea Salt quite well.
Great. Now, will there be any left when the kids come home, or will you and Alex dive in?
That was one of the things I got told before I left, before the kids left, to make sure that I've got plenty of dips when they come home. Because the kids love it, it's a great introduction to salmon for the kids, or herby things for the kids. It's got lots of herbaceous flavours in it, lots of the saltiness of the pickles, of the capers, but it's quite delicate. So it's not a really huge explosion of all those really intense flavours. It's softened by the creme fraiche. So kids love it, and my wife and I love it with a glass of wine. So that'll be what we do for the kids to bed tonight.
Now, Ben, we've got one more question coming through from Matt. He's asking, what's going to set it? So when it goes in the fridge, what is actually setting it to go firmer?
So the amount of fat that's in the creme fraiche. So creme fraiche is quite high in fat. What's this one? This one's 45% fat. So in 100 mils, there's 45 grams of fat. And obviously, as that fat sets and solidifies, it's going to stiffen everything up. It has a natural binding or lecithin in it, which is a binding agent between fat and water. And as you mix that binding agent breaks down a little bit. So the more you mix it, the less it's going to set when you put it back in the fridge. So if you just gently fold it through, it's going to set really firm. If you really whisk it hard, it's not going to set as firm. But it's the fat and the binding agent of lecithin that's going to make it nice and firm.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much for that. Hope that has answered Matt's question. Now, we went into your pantry on our first episode. Uh,
Mhm.
so we've seen what that looks like, but let's move a little bit outside of the pantry and let's
Yeah.
find out what is your favourite appliance you have in the kitchen, in the home kitchen.
Good one. It's sitting on the bench. It's my stand mixer. So this never goes away. It's always out. I tried putting it away for a while, but it spent more time out than it spent away. These are great because you've got so many different attachments: a paddle mix or a balloon mix or a bread dough, a bread hook or dough hook. You can put pasta. You can put a pasta roller on there. So because there's so many different attachments that come along with this, that's the thing that always stays out. The stick blender as well. Got a stick blender down there which comes out quite regularly for making soups or smoothies or things like that. But that is the one piece of equipment that I think I could get by with if I didn't have all of the other things. I'd find a way to make that work for me. We could have even done our Rillette. We could have put it in there and used the balloon mix or the paddle mix to mix it all up for us. So they're fantastic stand mixes.
Yeah, great. I think that is quite a regular thing in everyone's kitchens around Australia, or at least on their wish list. So you're still wishing people. There you go. You've heard from Ben that it's a must. You better put it on your shopping list or ask Santa for it this year.
Absolutely.
Let's go to the pantry.
The other thing
I
that's a bit of a look at the
want
moment,
to. Oh,
this is a little apple corer or apple spiralizer. So we've got apple trees here on the property, and we've got so many apples at the moment that the kids love them. And you just stick that on there, wind it back, and it peels your apple for you and takes the core out. So the kids love it.
that's wonderful. And especially being the apple aisle, a very Tasmanian appliance for us to have.
Exactly. Apples and pears, we've got so many of them. We've got like about 60 pear trees on the property and we've only got about 5 apple trees, but they are laden with little apples at the moment.
Wow. Well, we know what you'll be eating in this lockdown. If all else fails and the grocery stores end, we'll see you come out at the end as a pear or an apple. One last question. What is your guiltiest pleasure you have in your home kitchen? Something that you might be a little bit embarrassed, but
Guiltiest pleasure is probably my most embarrassing as well. What would there's always a packet of Arnott shapes in my pantry.
what flavour?
And they constantly change.
Oh.
Barbecue kind of go-to that you can never go wrong with barbecue. And my kids and I really know them by the colours, not the flavours.
Right.
So the green one, and then if there's not a green one, there's normally a pink one. And then the kids like purple, the pizza shapes. But there's always, I think there's savoury in there at the moment. Savoury shapes, which is Sally's favourite. Yeah, take the savoury shape.
Well, we know what to get you then, your guiltiest pleasure, if we ever need to give you a present. Well, thank you very much for having us, Ben.
No worries, guys. I hope everyone's staying safe. I hope that's a recipe that you can make at home. Sit down with your loved one, whoever it is. Enjoy some dips, some Rillette. Have a glass of wine or a beer or a cup of tea or whatever it is that you drink. And try and, even though we are in really difficult times, try and make the most of it. Think about the fact that you are with family. You get to spend lots of time with family, so it's a great opportunity to get the board games out. Try and make the most of a really difficult time.
No, absolutely. And you keep safe, you and your family up in the Northwest Coast. We know it's hard up there and you're in full lockdown. So right back at you, everything you've just said. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us today again. Again, on Thursday, we'll be back. We have Abby Rose, who also was a MasterChef contestant, coming from New South Wales, and she'll be giving us a recipe for drunken soba noodles, which looks absolutely delicious. She's already given me a preview. So check in with us there, and this website for the Rillette will be up on our website soon. Thanks so much. See you, Ben.